Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what they're thinking when they stare at you for the person on your mind. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. But before we get started with your pile selection, I'd just like to thank and give a quick word to my sponsorship, Keen. Towards the end of last year, I felt like me and my partner have gotten a bit disconnected in our relationship. So when Keen came along, I thought it would be a good time to get a reading from one of their tarot readers. I asked about the future of my love life with my partner, and she predicted that our relationship would deepen through the upcoming holiday. And at the time of the reading, I couldn't see how, but when December came to pass, I could start to see what she said about our relationship was true. Last year, we dedicated a lot of time to this YouTube channel, so we barely had time to spend together because we were working most hours of the day. But we planned ahead to take a break in December. It allowed us to spend time together again and be in each other's presence more. This definitely did bring us a lot closer in our relationship, as she said. I also got to spend Christmas with his family, and we had such beautiful moments together that helped me learn more about him and his loved ones. We got to find our way back to each other and strengthen our connection again, so what she said definitely resonated with what happened. She also mentioned us making future plans together, and we just recently decided that we should move to a bigger place. The love reading I got was very beautiful and sweet, and every detail mentioned was accurate and actually made sense. I'm so grateful for Keen for providing such good readings and gifted psychics. So if you would like to know more about your life or anything in general, Keen connects you with gifted psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers like myself, who are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can always get a reading whenever it suits you. All you have to do is create an account, and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. These readers all have their own unique specialties and gifts, so whether it be about your love life, or what to do next in your career, or just life in general, they are able to provide a deeper understanding of your situation and how to navigate it from there. You can choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsirenttarot or click the link in my description box to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsirenttarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile picking, we have 3 piles to choose from today. Take a look at the pile you are most drawn to with the person on your mind. So for pile number 1, we have this, it's like a piece of wood. Okay. And then we have the Pontiff of Possibilities. For pile number 2, we have Rose Quartz. And we have the Queen of Heaven and Earth. And for pile number 3, we have this red cat's eye crystal. And we have the Goddess of Magic. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be a pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this piece of petrified wood and the card, the Pontiff of Possibilities, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and what they're thinking when they stare at you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. We're going to use the Divine Feminine Energy Oracle starting off. It's 1444 on the clock, by the way, as we start your reading. So what they're thinking when they stare at pile number 1, please. So we have Lady of the Lotus Born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Your card says the possibilities are limitless because the soul is limitless. And then we have the Apostle to the Apostles. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Beautiful. Now we're going to use the Starseed Oracle deck. So Spirit Guides are my pile number ones. The person on their mind, what they're thinking when they stare at them. We have the Cosmic Heart with devotion, potency, and make your life a moving prayer. What they're thinking when they stare at my pile number ones, please. We have Fluorite, Asturian, and Introspection, card 15. And now we're going to use the Crystal Magic Tarot. So what they're thinking when they stare at pile number ones, please. We have the Two of Swords with Obsidian. By the way, something does not want me to do your reading. Ever since I started your pile, there's been like a fly bothering me. And every time I try to like start with your pile, it like almost flies towards me like in a weird way. We have the Four of Swords, Amber. I don't know, like I intuitively feel since we saw 444 in the beginning of your reading, I feel like if your person ever posts you on social media or you've ever gone out with them or anything like that, you know, there may be people that are like secretly jealous of your connection. So with flies, I take that as like people that are almost like intruding, you know, negative energy, jealousy. But 444 tells me you're protected. We have the Chariot and Pirate. Your connection is protected. We have the Ace of Cups with Coralto Calcite. Maybe they want a love that's like yours. We have King of Pentacles with Peridot. And remember, people look from the outside in. They don't always know what's happening on the inside of the connection. They just see that, oh, this looks like something they'd wish to be in. You know, we have the Page of Pentacles with Fluorite. And then we have extra cards here with the Nine of Cups on top. Actually, I think I'm going to add this one here. Nine of Cups. So my pile number ones, your person seems very grounded and at peace, you know, in this place of stability, security, like in terms of their feelings, you know, when they are staring at you. So I don't see them having too many thoughts flying around, like worries or fears or like overthinking. It seems like they're in this place of calmness whenever they're around you, whenever they stare at you. It just brings them a lot of peace. And they might actually think that like you bring them a lot of peace of mind whenever they're around you, whenever they're in your presence, and they truly feel secure within your connection. They feel safe around you. There's like this cozy, cuddly feeling, this relaxed and chilled, laid back feeling, okay? So I definitely see that. There's something here about them admiring the clothes you're wearing, thinking thoughts of admiration as they stare at you. Even if you two are just chilling at home, watching TV, and you have lounge clothes on or just like comfy clothes on, they still think that you look quite good even when you're just like in comfy clothes. So there's definitely thoughts of attraction towards you and thinking you look very good in the clothes you're wearing, admiring your clothes. Okay, I also see something here about them admiring your eyes too, like thinking thoughts like your eyes are so beautiful and intense. You have smoldering eyes, like an intensity to them, but there's also a cuteness. And then I also see them thinking like they really like to look at your smile, to look at your lips. They really love to hear your voice, while they stare at you. They love to listen to you speak. And there's the sense of putting all their focus on you with fluoride showing up twice. I think there's something here about them analyzing you sometimes with the Page of Pentacles, not in a negative way, but like, it kind of reminds me of a song I heard once. So the song is called Inside Out by the Chainsmokers, and basically she says in that song, bend your chest open so I can reach your heart. I need to get inside or I'll start a war. Want to look at the pieces that make you who you are. I want to build you up, then pick you apart. Let me see the dark sides as well as the light. I'm going to love you inside out. Can I pick your brain and get to know your thoughts so I can read your mind when you don't want to talk? And can I touch your face before you go? I'll collect your scales, but you don't have to know. So there's this feeling of like looking at your face, admiring every detail of your face, kind of analyzing the beauty behind your face, behind you. You know what I mean? That's basically the energy I'm getting here. It's like when you're really admiring someone and you want to look at every feature of them and admire it like it's a work of art. You know what I mean? Even here when her eyes are closed, I feel like I don't know if this is creepy or not. Like, I don't think it's creepy, but it's like, they may even sometimes stare at you like for a few seconds when you sleep and think, oh, they're so cute. But they also sometimes like analyze you, like almost pick your brain, analyze you as a person and how you are and your personality. So I see them very much doing that in their mind while they're staring at you, analyzing you, the way you speak, little things you do. It's cute to them. So then they analyze it, then they kind of like study you, but not in a negative way, in a way where they're trying to almost get to know every little aspect to you and what makes you you. So there's a lot of focus on you as well when you speak. Like they're very grounded, they're very in the present moment when they're around you, when they're watching you speak. They're listening. I see that. There's something also about them learning more about themselves the more they are with you. Because one thing about relationships is we as people are continuously growing. So we always learn new things about our person. And then the more we learn about our person, the more we learn about ourselves. Because relationships are a mirror to ourselves at the end of the day. So I definitely see this person thinking things like when they look at you, then they start to learn about themselves. I see them thinking this is exactly what they've wished for with the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. And there's beautiful butterflies here in this card. And the purple makes me feel this very dreamy vibe of like, I've wished for this in the past and now my daydream has come true. In the sense of like your personality traits and who you are as a person, they've wished for a person like you. There's also the sense of daydreaminess as they look at you, like daydreaming and looking at you. Like, you know, when you really like someone or you really love someone and you kind of just daydream about them and stare at them, I see that type of energy. I see them maybe like wanting to hold your hand, touch you, or like touch your hair, like admiring your hair too, thinking you're just so cute, like wanting to hold your hand. I see them thinking thoughts like that. I see them thinking of the love you two share and how beautiful it is. We have the cosmic heart devotion potency. So this is like an intense love that they feel. And I don't think your person is necessarily someone that feels too deeply. They do have feelings, don't get me wrong, but they're more so on the physical and the mental. Like, they think more and they're more so physical, focusing on the physical things around them rather than the emotional aspects. But with you, it feels like an intense kind of love that they've never really felt these types of feelings before with the Ace of Cups. It feels like their heart is always overflowing with love towards you. And they're thinking thoughts like that whenever they stare at you, and how lucky they are that you're so devoted to them, that you bring them so much peace, that you bring them peace of mind, so much love, so much devotion, that you're everything they've ever wished for, and they just feel incredibly lucky. So I see them thinking like, I'm really lucky to be here and to be like in pile one's presence. I think your person often thinks that you're very beautiful. And I keep seeing those frogs with the coin in it. So luck keeps coming up. Like, I'm really lucky. I'm also seeing a horseshoe clairvoyantly. Let me just see what that means spiritually. Oh, it's protection and it gives good luck. So going back to what we said before, it also, it says here the legend is believed to date back to the Middle Ages when witches and evil forces were supposed to be repelled by horseshoes. So like whatever negative energy or like jealousy is sent your way, it's like being repelled. Because you're very protected. That message keeps coming up, and they definitely think I'm so lucky to be with pile number 1. I do see a bunch of other things here, but before I get into that, I do have a small favor to ask from you, my pile number 1s. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted, or you like this reading up until now, can you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet? Thank you for all your love and support, and I'm so grateful for you just being here and spending this time with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the reading. So I see them thinking that you are someone that brings so much joy into their life. I see that too. And how loyal you are too. How lucky they are to have such a loyal person. I know that sounds repetitive, but the luck thing keeps coming up. There's also something here about thinking of possibilities of the future, what the future may hold between the two of you. How the possibilities are limitless. I think this person, whenever they're staring at you, they do think about the future with you a lot and what that could possibly look like. And I think there's this sense of like wanting to commit to that dream and go towards that with you. To them, it's like some part of them just knows that this is right for them. And when I look at it, I feel like it's because their intuition knows that this is right, that this feels right to them. You know, you bring them into a lot of their feelings, which is something they're not used to, as I said before. But there's also something here about them thinking some sensual thoughts about you, thinking they're very attracted to you, thinking the more spicy thoughts. I'm not going to go into detail. But also thinking of the love you two share together, the love you two have together. how special you make them feel. They also, when they stare at you, I think they love to have eye contact with you and have conversations with you. I keep seeing this energy of this person loving your conversations and thinking that. They also think that you're very divine in some way, that you're very heavenly. Like, spending time with you is pleasurable, it feels heavenly. I see them thinking that. And I also see them being very attracted to your body and the way that you move around, thinking thoughts like that. We have the Three of Wands with aura quartz. So yeah, it's like thinking about the future and what steps we could possibly take together, where that could lead us. Like it says, that card, the possibilities are endless, they're limitless. We have the Empress with chrysocolla. So there's a lot of beauty here. A lot of admiration from your beauty. We have the Knight of Pentacles with green jasper. We have the King of Cups in the reverse with sugilite. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse with Veracruz amethyst. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse with smoky quartz. We have the Five of Cups with pink tourmaline. Let me just analyze these cards quickly. So King of Cups reverse confirms what I said before. They're not really an emotional person because it's opposite the Ace of Cups, but you get them into their heart space. You get them into their feelings a lot more. And so I see them thinking like, whoa, I'm not someone that usually feels so deeply, but pile number one, they just have a way of making me feel a certain way towards them. Five of Swords reverse. I'm just going to close my eyes to get any psychic messages on the Five of Swords reverse. So I'm seeing question marks. Maybe they're thinking of asking you questions, but stop themselves. Like, I'm seeing food as an example. So let's say, for example, they're feeling a little bit hungry while they're looking at you, they're staring at you, but then they're wondering if you are hungry as well. There's like questions in their mind. Maybe wondering how you're feeling, but not communicating that, not asking that, because Five of Swords reverse makes me feel like they want to say that, but they end up not. Does that make sense? I feel like with the Five of Cups and Page of Cups reverse, we see the energies of her painting her wool. So I get this image of like creating our reality, but since it's reverse, I'm reading this intuitively in the sense of, if I didn't get to create that dream life I see with you, those possibilities with you in the future that I see, I would be extremely disappointed with the Five of Cups, and it would be hard for me to open up my heart again. That's kind of like the message I see intuitively in terms of what they're thinking. There's just so much romance between the two of you. You're exactly what they've ever wanted in love, that they can't imagine a reality without you. And I see them thinking that. And I see them wanting that with the future. Consistently thinking that. That's not like a thought they just thought once. It's something they thought of a lot. Like, they never want to lose you. They never want to let you go. Because here we have the Ten of Wands with aquamarine and the Seven of Swords with silver. And I intuitively feel from these two cards, it's telling me that if things were to end between the two of you, they would be so distraught that it's like they wouldn't want to open up their hearts ever again. But I bit my tongue as I said that, so they don't want you to know that they're thinking that. So we have the Fool with green aventurine. Yeah, like they don't want a new beginning without you. That's kind of what I'm getting here. We have the Knight of Cups with ruby. They feel like they're growing with you, and they'd rather have a new beginning with you, have a future with you, have certain possibilities with you and romance with you, open up their heart to you more, even if it means getting more comfortable with their emotions. That's okay with them. I think they'd rather grow with you and work on themselves and become better people together rather than going on the journey alone or starting all over again. Because with you, they feel like they've built something special, something they've dreamed of having, something they've wished of having. So I see this as exactly what they think when they stare at you, my pile number one. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading, pile one. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the Queen of Heaven and Earth, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what they're thinking when they're staring at you. So this is for the person on your mind. Please be aware this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. Your card says, I have nothing to hide. I see and accept all that I am. Before starting your reading, I did do a short meditation to get some clairvoyant messages on what your person is thinking when they're staring at you. So I'll tell you what I saw now. So, you know those Christmas gifts that are like this shape, and then you shake it, and then like snow falls in it? So I don't know if you got them a Christmas gift or if you get them sentimental gifts, or if they're thinking of getting you something sentimental, or if you are just sentimental to their heart, if you're like a gift to them. Okay. I also saw something about the beautiful memories you shared together, so I do see them thinking about that when they're staring at you, and like the beautiful memories they can create in the future with you that are sentimental to their hearts as well. I also saw a crystal ball and like felt intuitively like this is my intuitive pile, but I also felt they are thinking about the vision for the future between the two of you, like what they'd want in the future between the two of you. And then I also heard the song I Love to Love You Baby. So I'm not sure who it's by. Let me just see. Oh, it's Donna Summer. So you may want to check out that song. It may resonate with some of you, or it may just bring you the type of feeling in terms of what they're actually feeling towards you and thinking. Okay, so spirit guides are my pile number twos. What they're thinking when they stare at pile two, please. So we have the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to my love, my soul evolves. And we have the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number two. We have Desert Jasper, Vesta, and Resolve. Spirit guides on my pile number twos, what they're thinking when they stare at them. The courageous peony with multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. Now, I feel for your pile, we're going to be using the Muse Tarot. So what they feel, what they're thinking when they stare at pile two. What they're thinking when they're staring at pile two. What they're thinking when they stare at pile two. Okay, those are all the cards we're going to use. So the first card we have is the Devil. We have the Hermit. And it fell on top of the Devil, so these cards are connected. The Wheel of Fortune. The Eight of Voices, Eight of Swords. The Magician. the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and then we have extra cards here that I'm going to put on the side with the Five of Wands on top. At the back of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, my pile number 2s, what they're thinking when they stare at you. I'm hearing you're too good for me, darling. As I look at the angel here opposite the devil, there's this feeling of your person looking at you and thinking you're such an angel, thinking you're so heavenly, you're such a pure soul. You're so sweet. You're so unique. But there's some part of them that feels they don't deserve you, that feels they're not, they're maybe not the same as you in some way, like in the sense of being so angelic and pure, not in the sense of that they're a bad person or anything, or that they've done anything wrong. But there's something here about them wanting to resolve something with you. I don't know if you have recently had a fight with your person, Five of Wands. It's about conflict here. So I don't know if you've recently had a fight or had some kind of conflict, or if your connection has just had its ups and downs, its rocky moments. I even feel a little bit like my voice is shaky as I speak. So this is something that's maybe uncomfortable for them to speak about. But they want to change something within themselves because we have 15 and 5 here. 5 is a number of change and 9 is a number of release on the Hermit. So I see them thinking like they want to change something within themselves because they feel as though they've been contributing to this conflict between the two of you. And I felt a strong sense of anger when I came into the reading. Not that your person is angry at you, but I was just feeling into the anger of perhaps like conflict. And so I feel your person wants to release and resolve any sort of conflict with you. They think that when they're staring at you. Or this could have been the most recent time they were staring at you, of what they thought. With the Hermit here, though, they do want to go on a journey of self-introspection, understanding what it is that brings out this toxic side of them. And I'm not telling you that your person's toxic. Your person loves you, pile 2. You chose the rose quartz crystal. There is love here. But sometimes we have our ups and downs and our rocky moments within our connections. And sometimes we have to find our way back to each other. We have to find a way to work through that conflict and look at it like it's us against the problem, not us against each other. And there is something about you two growing, you two finding the sense of self-introspection as you look within and understand yourselves better and understand like why it is, what it made you upset in the first place, so that you two can communicate and speak about that and release it, let it go, resolve that. And then, generously give to each other again. But also look at the mirror and see like, okay, I was wrong for saying this, blah, 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 that type of energy. So I see them thinking of resolving certain conflicts with you, saying sorry. Maybe even realizing that they've learned a lot about themselves in this connection. But we see here, I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So even if there are rocky ups and downs, they're thinking they want to commit to this love. They're never going to leave. They're never going to leave you behind. Because this is something they want. This is something they've chosen to devote themselves to. Chosen. I don't know what the word is. Anyhow, I feel They're thinking like, I never want to leave you, even if things sometimes get rocky. Like, we're holding each other's hands on this path. And I see them thinking that. And thinking like, even sometimes, like when you feel stuck, there's always a way through. There's always a solution to a problem. We're never truly stuck. We may think we are, but we're never truly stuck. So I see them almost like thinking that in their mind, like, this is not the end. It's not the end of the world. I may feel this way right now, but it's not the end of the world. So I see them thinking that to themselves and wanting to be a lot more generous to you, wanting to learn from you and become a lot sweeter like you. I'm not saying that this person's not a sweet person. I think they love you a lot. What energy am I getting here? Okay, they feel as though they are a red flag compared to you. They feel as though they are like out of your league in some way, you know? Like they don't fully deserve you. That's what they're thinking like when they're staring at you, or the most recent time they stared at you. We'll get deeper into this energy. I'm going to take a look at the other cards here and then we'll get back to this because this energy is kind of heavy. I want to look at the other things I see here as well. But before we do so, I do have a small favor to ask from you, Pile 2. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted or you like this reading up until now, can you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button? It helps my channel more than you know. And the bigger the channel gets, the more content I can put out and create for you guys. Thank you for all your love and all your support. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the reading. So I feel like I'm taking a different route to this because I feel like I want to tap more into the energy of your pile so that I can understand your person more. Because I'm not fully getting it and I feel like I want to kind of flow through the reading. So I sense here when they're staring at you, they may feel as though you are someone very authentic to you. You don't hide anything. You're very truthful and honest. You're someone like what you see is what you get. And they really like that quality about you. That's what they're thinking when they stare at you. You're such a sweet angel. I always see them wanting to hold you, wanting to touch you by your face, hold your chin, like look into your eyes. They think you have very dreamy but seductive eyes. And I see them thinking of kissing you as they're staring at you. I see them also thinking that your uniqueness is an amazing thing. That they feel like they are the same as you in that sense, where they feel like they've been misunderstood in their life. And the more and more you are able to be yourself, the more and more you're able to let yourself be seen for your uniqueness, the more and more this person thinks like, I fall deeper in love. And they start to also think, I can be myself too. So there's something about your person wanting to be more like you, not in the sense of wanting to become you, but admiring certain qualities and traits you have and looking up to you in that sense. Okay, I see them maybe even undressing you with their eyes. There's a lot of sensuality here. I see them like really being drawn to your body and thinking there's something very delicious and juicy about your body. Tempting about you. Like, I'm hearing temptation. Okay, they're trying to fight the temptation they feel towards you. And they also think that you're really devoted towards them. That even through these challenges, through thick and thin, you stay by their side. And they really appreciate It's like they never thought someone would actually stay, that someone wouldn't leave. Maybe this person has some form of abandonment wound. And I think the last time they stared at you, I know that's not the reading's name, or whatever energy I'm tapping in the last few times, there's a lot of heavy energy here that they're purging. Like a lot of healing is happening where I actually feel like crying for this person. You and this person have a strong past life connection is what I'm seeing. And they feel this love so intensely with you that whenever they're staring at you, you put them in this like dreamlike state where they just feel so much towards you that they don't know what to do with that, is what I'm getting. They don't know what to make of it in their mind. I see them thinking that this is the love they've wanted to create with the magician. That each moment is beautiful and sacred with you. And like I said in the beginning, they want to create more and more beautiful memories with you. They feel like this is fate, that this is divine. This is exactly what they've wanted. And they're hoping that things can change in the best possible way and move forward for you both in a way that helps both of you grow closer to each other. Something about becoming a better communicator is coming to mind, and seeing you as a gift to them. That's what they're thinking when they are staring at you. Let's take a look at the rest of these cards, see what I can get here. We have the Muse of Materials, Three of Emotions, Three of Cups, the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups, Muse of Emotions, which is the King of Cups, the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So the High Priestess here confirms that this is indeed my spiritual pile, my very intuitive pile, and that this is a very intuitive connection, soul connection. I feel like sometimes they think thoughts of you, and it's the intuitive connection you have, the soul connection you have, that makes them think certain thoughts, but then it's like telepathic, where you're both thinking the same things at the same time, or where it's like an intuitive thought of you, but they don't realize it. And then sometimes they start to think about many different things at once with the Seven of Cups, that I get this feeling of confusion and doubt, like, is this just in my mind? That type of feeling there. Five of Pentacles in reverse makes me feel as though this person does not realize that they have gone through life without their needs met, their emotional needs met. And so I feel when they came into this connection with you, you've been so devoted towards them. You've been pouring into them in a very beautiful way. There's been a never-ending supply of love between you and them, that you devote yourself to them. And I see them thinking like they want to do the same for you. They want to give generously to you. They want to be there for you in that same way. And I think these challenges you've been going through in your connection have been very hard. They've been extremely hard, but they've also been helping the both of you liberate yourselves, free yourselves from whatever has held the connection down in the past. So that heavy energy is something I still feel, but I feel it getting lighter. I think your person looks up to you in a way. because they see you as the type of person they aspire to be like. And I'm not saying that your person is a bad person or toxic or anything like that. We all have sides to us we need to work on. We're not perfect as human beings. But it's like I see them looking at themselves with shame, like not feeling good about themselves. And so I see this energy here of them wanting to get back into flow with you, get back into harmony with you. I'm hearing a song by Clairaudience. Let me just get it. So the song is called Desfinato by Clairaudience, where she says something along the lines of love is like a never-ending melody, comparing, it to a song of love. And then she says something like, seems to me you changed the tune we used to sing. She says something like, the song used to harmonize, the song of love used to harmonize. Now it's out of tune, 'cause you forgot the melody our hearts would sing. And then she says something like, tune your heart to mine the way it used to be. We're bound to get in tune again before too long. So please go listen to that song. I feel this is exactly how they feel to you. And I see them thinking thoughts of regret, like regret for the way they handled certain things in the past, wanting to get back in tune with you, wanting to get back in flow with you, wanting to hold on to you because you bring them peace. This is something they can see them going on a journey for a long time, and so they want that vision with the future with you because you're sentimental to them and they want to hold on to this. You're so memorable to them, and I think they want to free themselves of the past, no longer get stuck in the same old cycles. There's something about them thinking how loyal you are to them and how they just want to take care of you and nurture you in the exact same way, say sorry to you. They're thinking of the potential you have together in this love. And they want to reach that potential with you because I hear like, don't give up on me. So this is what I'm getting in your reading, pal, too. I really hope this reading resonated. I do hope that things eventually do get better with you and your love. If this is a separation, then this could be maybe why I'm picking up on this. Or if you are with this person, maybe you've just been going through some rough patches, but I do hope you'll be able to work it out. So I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pal number threes. If you chose this red cat's eye crystal and the goddess of magic, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what they're thinking when they stare at you for the person on your mind. So your card says, sexual energy is sacred. My pleasure is a prayer that brings me back to life. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. You actually had a second card come out when I shuffled your cards for the intro. This was the card that came out, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. And as I show you this card, I feel like my third eye is opening so much that it actually physically hurts. Now that I put it back down, the sensation's going away. So this could be a highly intuitive connection. Okay, let's go ahead and add your cards. In the sense where when they're thinking of things, like they may have a telepathic connection with you, and they may sometimes think thoughts that are intuitive messages. So what they're thinking when they stare at pile 3, we have, I am service, the Queen of Saintly Woman, I am in service of divine love, the way I move the way love asked me to move. In your pile, like I was hearing the song Clumsy by Fergie, and I keep stuttering, so there's something about your person feeling and thinking as though you're so beautiful, so sexy, that it makes them kind of like stutter and clumsy. It makes them feel Like they're not fully here down on earth. It's like this floaty feeling, like I'm floating to the sky. Okay, spirit guides of pile 3. I think this is my magical pile. You take them to a whole nother magical universe. We have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. What they're thinking when they stare at pile 3, please. We have labradite, south node, and boundaries. Definitely a past life connection. The south node is all about past life energies. Okay, beautiful. So what they're thinking when they stare at pile 3, please, spirit guides of pile 3. What they're thinking when they stare at pile 3. What they're thinking when they stare at pile 3. Okay. So we have the Knight of Cups. I think my deck is upside down. Yeah, so it's upright at the back of the deck. Okay, so the first card we have is the Ten of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I just felt a heavy weight on my back with this Ten of Swords. We have the Four of Wands, and I intuitively feel this may be like, for example, let's say they've worked a really long day at work. They've worked really hard that day and now their back hurts. They're thinking like they're kind of like really tired, but they also enjoy spending time with you in a way where they don't want to go to sleep. They don't want to not talk to you. Like, for example, let's say you're even talking on the phone and you're on a video call and they just finished work. They don't want to complete the call with you because they enjoy it too much, even though they're feeling tired from the day. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to give you their time and attention. The Ten of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have a bunch of extra cards with the Eight of Cups at the top of that. So this would be at school, at work, like whatever it is that made them tired from the day. Because I even physically feel tired. I feel like yawning in this pile. So if if my energy seems like a little bit tired to you, that's why. Because I've also worked a full day. So I'm tired on top of feeling this person's tired energy. Okay. But anyways. Yeah, it's like they're feeling tired. They're thinking, oh, I'm so tired, but I want to continue talking to pile 3. Like, let's say you're talking on the phone, in a video call, or if you're actually physically with them, you just make them so happy that they don't want to complete the conversation with you. They don't want to go home. They don't want to, like, that's a vibe I get from this Eight of Cups. Like, I don't want to go home. Or I don't want to go to sleep because I'm enjoying this too much. Four of Wands. Also, by the way, I saw 111 twice, like when I was about to start your reading. So there's lots of divine synchronicities they see whenever they're around you in terms of the love. I feel here what they're thinking when they stare at you. They're definitely looking at you and thinking a lot of thoughts of like, you're so attractive. I see them almost like wanting to lean into you and like stare at you and look at you more, admire your features more. There's a lot of passion felt here, a lot of passionate thoughts, a lot of this like thoughts of like you and them in the bedroom. Okay, because your first card is all about that 18 plus energy. So I'm not going to go into detail, but you can use your imagination. They think you're very sexy. That's what they're thinking when they stare at you. And it's like they really like to stare at your body, almost like think of you two together in that sense, fantasize a little bit. But they also like to stare at your face, especially like when you two go out together and, you're all dressed up and you're wearing makeup. They think you look very glamorous and they just love to stare at the way you've done your makeup. If you wear any makeup. If not, they still think that you have this glamorous look to you regardless of whether you wear makeup or not. It's like they love to stare into your eyes. They think you have very sexy eyes or very cute eyes. Like I'm seeing eyes that are more elongated, like siren eyes, sexy eyes, or I'm seeing more round eyes, more cute eyes and dreamy eyes. Okay, so I see them also admiring your features on your face, like thinking a lot of thoughts of romance towards you. And I also intuitively sense that when it's just the two of you, there's nothing else that's on their mind. It's just you. You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of romance that like they're thinking about with you. Romantic thoughts. Loving thoughts. There's something here about them wanting to be protective over you. Wanting to make you feel safe. Thinking thoughts like that. Thinking of cuddling you. Holding your hand, like holding you. And also treating you like royalty. There's also thoughts here of you making them feel quite free. And them also like wanting to be in service to your love, give to you a lot. Because your energy is very receptive since you're showing up as the Empress here. They want to treat you like a king or a queen. They want to give to you. Generously give to you. Where there is no limit to their boundaries. And that's what I'm really getting here. With boundaries, it's not like, oh, I need to set a boundary. It's more so the South Node energies popping out here. Labradite, like those spiritual energies coming through, because labradite is a very like spiritual crystal. It's said to have the northern lights captured in it. And those are very magical to look at. My friend sent me a picture when she went there. Anyhow, like there's something about you that's magical to look at. Like those northern lights, all shiny and flashy, like that's you. You are very enchanting to look at. Where they can't take their eyes off you. That's what they're thinking. I do see a bunch of other things here, but before I get into that, I do have a small favor to ask from you, my pile threes. In the last 3 months, 60% of people who watch my channel didn't subscribe. So if you've ever liked any of the videos I've posted or you like this reading up until now, can you please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet? It helps my channel more than you know. It helps my channel grow, find new audiences, and it also helps me put out more content for you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your love and all your support. I'm so grateful for you just being here and spending this time with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the reading. So I'm really getting here like they want to give to you. They want to show you how much they care. I see them thinking of you as a person they want to have a long-term connection with, as a person they want to be with for a very long time. I do see that very strongly. And with anything unaligned must go, I almost get the sense of you sort of make them feel better. Like, let's say they've had a really bad day with the Five of Cups and they're feeling a little bit sad. Maybe you say something that makes them laugh. And then all of a sudden they're not sad anymore. That feeling has left. And then they're thinking like, I'm so grateful for pile 3. Like they're just like my sunshine. I'm almost seeing that. Like you're their sunshine. Bringing them out of that mood they were in before. Or if they were really stressed out, like let's say your presence just makes them smile, makes them so excited that all of a sudden that feeling is gone. And now they're thinking about like, whoa, pile number 3 like knows how to change my mood so quickly. they have the most positive effect on me, on my emotions and my thoughts. And I see them thinking that. I see them thinking a lot of excited thoughts about like the future and like also like let's say you two are hanging out during the week and you have plans for this weekend. I see them like thinking about things like that, like how much fun you're going to have together. Or I'm seeing a lot of you like to talk on the phone, like video call on the phone. And let's say you're going to see each other that weekend. And it's like they're thinking about how excited they are to see you that weekend. It's giving me that impression, and they really think that they enjoy the conversations you two have together. Okay, with questioning everything, I almost get this intuitive sense of like wanting to ask you certain questions about your day, things like that, about how you're feeling, how you're doing. We have the Eight of Cups, so I'm going to put this here. We have the Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Yeah, so like even if they had a day where like someone was being extremely rude to them and they're so angry, but then somehow your voice just makes them feel at peace and calm again. You're showing up as the Empress. So it's like your voice is something they love to hear when they stare at you, but you also just bring in this sense of peace and calmness. You know how to create a different atmosphere, a different mood. We have the Six of Wands, and they think that you are someone that encourages them a lot. So let's say they had that long day at work and then or at school, and it's like you encourage them so much, praise them so much that it's like, oh, you did such a good job today at work or whatever. Like I'm seeing that type of vibe. So I see them thinking about their day a lot and like you and how you make them feel with the Ace of Cups. Like you make them feel confident in themselves. And I see them thinking that. And I see them thinking like you're the person they feel they grow the most with. You're the person they feel they're going to expand the most with. They feel like ever since they met you, they've become a better version of self. And my throat feels weird as I say that, so that may not be something they fully know how to express to you, but there's something about you that just makes them feel free, and I see them thinking that when they are staring at you and thinking about the future with you and what that could possibly lead to. Chariot. The Four of Pentacles, like wanting to hold on to you and this connection forever. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Page of Cups, the Tower in reverse, and the Six of Swords. So there's something, like I said, about them wanting to hold on to you and not wanting things to fall apart between the two of you. So I see them thinking thoughts like that, like I'm hearing that song that's like something bad is about to happen. I don't know it, but I feel it coming. Might be so sad, might leave my nose running. I just hope she don't want to leave me. What song is that again? Let me check. And then he says like, don't you give me up. Oh, it's Dark Red by Steve Lacy. So there's something here about a person thinking like, I don't want you to give me up. I don't want our relationship to fall apart. I don't want things to change between the two of us because things are going so well at the place it's going right now. Like, I feel like this person thinks of how well your connection is going and how amazing this connection makes them feel that they wouldn't want anything else. They wouldn't want anything to stop this. Does that make sense? That's exactly what I see here. Also, I did a meditation before your reading. I saw a candle. So there's a lot of passionate thoughts towards you. A lot of this feeling of you inspiring them and making them feel better about themselves in a sense of like maybe you give them a lot of compliments, or maybe you just know how to make them believe in themselves more when they maybe don't, when maybe their mind tells them otherwise, you believe in them. It's giving me that vibe and like passion and sensuality, things like that. And you just being such a light to them. I saw a doorway and stairs. So a doorway, I see that as like a portal to what we want in the future. The door we want to open to the future, and the stairs we want to go up, where we want to go with this person. So it's like they see themselves going towards the future with you and they don't want anything else but that. So I see them thinking of that. I saw a phone, so that's where I got the conclusion that a lot of you talk on the phone, or they may like to stare at pictures of you sometimes and think thoughts of you. I also saw an image of a glass and water being filled up in the cup so much that it's overflowing. So that's how you make them feel in their heart. You pour into them so much that they feel the love in their heart is always overflowing. So they may think thoughts like, you give them so much love that there's never a lack. And they want to do the same to you. You're so generous with them, so they want to be the same with you. I also saw ice cream, so they may think of doing certain things like getting you an ice cream, or going out to eat with you, or something like that while they're staring at you. So yeah, that's all I see for you, my pile threes. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Oh, ice cream is also deliciousness from you. Anyways, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!